I like you. You did visualize this my plan.
I need to visualize your plan. Huh?
It is every producer's and studio dream to have a well-written script, a budget to match, and an ensemble of stars to usher a dreaming concept to cinematic reality. In an attempt to create an exciting spectacle, director Lukman Ali, popularly known for his works such as The Bad Mexican and The Blind Date, fabricates to the trained eye of movie enthusiasts a marriage of what seemed to be a high-end Nollywood adaptation of a Hollywood crime action thriller, a somewhat holy union that breathes a breath of fresh air to the cinema in full glare of an audience eager for the same level of excitement. Let's review.
Stand down now, we have you surrounded!
Brotherhood is a tale of twin brothers, Wale and Akin, played by Fowles and Toby Bakari respectively, who are orphaned when their parents are killed. After years of fighting to survive on the streets of Lagos, the brothers fall on opposite sides of the law, with Wale joining the police force and Akin joining the notorious gang of robbers. The bonds of brotherhood is put to the ultimate test as Wale joins the task force that hunts down Akin and his gang.
Produced by Jade Osiberu, popular for films like Sugar Rush, it is no wonder an experiment such as what we have on screen is made possible as Osiberu co-wrote Brotherhood screenplay alongside Abdul Tijani Ahmed, with each scene giving its purpose, whether it is to educate, inform, entertain, or give some insight into the plight of many characters. The movie wastes no time in cementing its presence, with dazzling visual and set design depicted in a way that further enhances the story, with major focus on the substance of the plot, driving the audience to dive deep into the life of these characters with all their actions, their motive, as it is skillfully executed, enhanced with color grades and location. The first act seemingly establishes the characters and fleshes out the dynamic, setting the tone for the thrills and chaos to follow. In terms of language, the movie employs a mixture of Yoruba, Pidgin, and English with well-balanced dialogues that didn't feel forced, given the niche environment the story portrayed, and like rice and stew with the right amount of spice. Given the situated tone of the flick, it also layers humor in the right proportion with proper subtitling. Since the dawn of time, the forces of good and evil have been in a war for supremacy. This plot point was greatly explored in the various relationship dynamic in the movie. The central theme of the movie reeks of the Nigerian factor, the struggle for every young orphaned Nigerian child on the street hoping for a better life, how this foundation plays a vital role in shaping the destinies of these children, and how society is a shadow of itself with no shade to the basket-mouthed shadow character. The characters, Wale and Akin on scene feud is introduced to us in a humor-like manner. Despite being twin brothers, both are on opposite sides of the law. They each know this and do not try to hide their animosity. This created an unwitting known cold war between both camps. With an engaging on-the-move pace, Brotherhood was precise in establishing the backstory of each character, bringing no ambiguity to the fore within its stipulated runtime. One aspect in which the movie can really be praised is in its characters. One would expect that given the ensemble of the likes of Nollywood legends like Sam Dede, and a stellar cast of past Big Brother housemates, a renowned musician, world-famous comedian, and social media influencers, the struggle for a spot in the limelight would be evident in its conceptualization and delivery. But alas, Brotherhood delivers in the respect as these stars are well cast to suit the artist's style and drive home the story with seemingly near-perfect make-believe representations. The strength in their performance lays on the fact that they each enjoy a measurable screen time long enough to deliver the plot points without taking the shine away from the story or narrative, with some characters standing out even with little to zero dialogues on screen, and it was spectacular. Lukman Ali directing gave this movie a unique feel, coupled with the needle-like precision of the director of photography, giving shots that painted unforgettable moments which were clearly defined to purpose, and an array of locations that reminds us that Third Mainland Bridge doesn't have to be a major cast in a Nollywood film for the audience to know that it was shot in Lagos, Nigeria. Brotherhood employed a location tone that depicted the story with the right use of homegrown sites of the town to drive home its plot. With music and sound design being a bane in most Nollywood production, Brotherhood had this as a clear hit with no miss, from the music contribution of Gospel on the Beat to Fireboy to the sound design and underlining score, which serves to further enhance the audience appeal and thrill, constantly keeping you on the edge of your seat. In simple terms, it is engrossing as. The stunt choreography and stunt performance is another aspect in which the movie exceptionally stands out and shines. This area of filmmaking is probably the most overlooked in Nollywood, as many Nigerian movies make little to no use of stunts or even well choreographed sequences, and most times what we get are of low standards and bland taste. However, this was not the case, as Lukman Ali was joined by a Pan-African production crew that stretches from West Africa to East Africa all the way to Southern Africa. This includes cinematographers, sound engineers, stunt coordinators, and pyrotechnics from Uganda, Kenya, and South Africa who were flown into the country to deliver this African blockbuster. The stunt team did give a fair amount of themselves on this project. However, no creative work of cinema is without sin, and for Brotherhood, in its ploy to weave in elements to stitch a seemingly believable and unpredictable scenario in its final act, proved a little half-baked with a cheesy resolution that provides fan service, poorly placed extras that were not cast for purpose, seeming out of place in some of the scenes they appeared in, and the visual effect from the carnage in the many gun battle, which in hindsight, in a funny and thrilling way, keeps the hope of growth in the industry.
I just need a little piece of information from you, sir. Who are the Ojuju boys?
Ojuju boy.
In the end, Brotherhood justifies its runtime, producing not just an adrenaline-filled action sequence, but also mirrors the reality of what counts as an experience from multiple angles. What truly makes it stand out, besides its exceptional action tropes, is in its relatability and heart, as well as the Hollywood tropes which it borrowed some elements from, but found a way to own it not just as a copy of the original, but creating a style that might be a new system its success will generate for more to copy and paste. It is rare to find a Nollywood film that experiments with unfamiliar elements in the crime action thriller genre, which threads up to an astonishing digs in filmmaking, and we cannot deny its majesty. We can only assume that Jade Osiberu's goal of making ambitious films that mirrors the Nigerian experience has been made affirmative. This marvel is embellished with remarkable acting, splendid production, charming sound, and relatable story with life lessons on the choices we make as humans. So, what do you think of our review? Do you agree? Do you not? Have you seen Brotherhood? Be sure to drop your comments below. If you like this video, please do give us a thumbs up. For more movie and TV related content, make sure to subscribe to Popcorn and Reels, hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we drop a new video, and remember, whoever you are, wherever you are, never ever stop watching movies. Catch you guys soon. Peace. The Nollywood action-packed crime thriller. Den of Thieves. Extracted. Out now.